Imagine a world where the most vulnerable nations are finally empowered to thrive, not just survive. That's the promise emerging from a recent gathering focused on the world's least developed countries, LDCs. But will promises translate into real change? Two significant strides were made at the 11th Ministerial Meeting of Least Developed Countries in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Leaders from 44 LDCs converged, resulting in crucial agreements designed to bolster their economies. First, new guidelines were established to amplify the United Nations Industrial Development Organization's UNIDO support through technology transfer and sharing vital knowledge. Second, ministers pledged to modernize industries, secure crucial funding, and enhance cooperation, all aligned with the UN's ambitious global development goals. This commitment aims to create a more level playing field for nations often left behind. Bashir Abdullah, advisor to Sudan's Minister of Industry and Trade, delivered a stark reminder. First, we need to end the war. Then, we have to restart the factories. His words highlight the fundamental prerequisite for economic progress: stability. UNIDO Director General Gerd Muller echoed this sentiment, emphasizing the critical role of global solidarity and industrialization in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, and tackling global inequality. He framed it as not just charity, but a necessary step towards a more stable and prosperous world for everyone. The conference shone a spotlight on the formidable challenges these nations face: persistent conflict, devastating climate crises, crippling trade barriers, and dwindling overseas aid. These factors create a perfect storm, hindering progress and trapping communities in cycles of poverty. And this is the part most people miss. These challenges are often interconnected. For example, climate change can exacerbate existing conflicts over scarce resources, further destabilizing already fragile economies. Muller issued a stark warning. Economic shocks pose a significant threat to critical sectors like textiles, leather, agribusiness, and equipment manufacturing. These sectors are the backbone of livelihoods and local economies in many LDCs. Imagine the impact on a small village where the local textile factory, the primary source of income, is forced to close due to a global economic downer. The consequences can be devastating. But here's where it gets controversial. Some argue that focusing solely on industrialization is a Western-centric approach that may not always be the most effective path for LDCs. Should these nations prioritize developing sustainable, locally driven solutions tailored to their specific contexts, rather than simply trying to replicate industrialized economies? What do you think? UNIDO detailed its ongoing initiatives to foster industrial growth and resilience. In Bangladesh, garment factories have received training to meet rigorous international standards, generating millions of jobs, particularly for women. This initiative not only boosts the economy, but also empowers women, contributing to greater social equality. In Nepal, young people are acquiring essential digital skills to bridge the technology gap, preparing them for the jobs of the future. And in Sudan, UNIDO supports agribusiness, facilitates access to finance for young people and women, and prepares the private sector for the inevitable challenges and opportunities of post-conflict recovery. The Riyadh gathering represents a crucial step towards enabling millions in the world's most vulnerable countries to participate in and benefit from the global economy. It's about more than just aid. It's about creating opportunities for self-sufficiency and sustainable development. The conference was a collaborative effort, convened by UNIDO in partnership with the UN Office of the High Representative for LDCs, landlocked developing countries, and small island developing states, OHRLLS. This initiative is not without its skeptics. Some question whether these pledges will truly translate into tangible results, given the complex challenges facing LDCs. And what role should developed nations play in ensuring these commitments are upheld? What innovative solutions can be implemented to overcome the persistent obstacles hindering progress in these nations? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Let's discuss how we can collectively contribute to a more equitable and sustainable future for the world's most vulnerable countries.